Guess what? I was going to film while I was at the grocery store, and I left my camera at home. So I didn't get the opportunity to film while I was in the shops, but I have spread out all of my groceries here at home so I can show you what I bought and tell you what I spent. Now, if you haven't been here before, my name is Jenny. I'm a mum of 16 kids. Welcome, and let's get straight into this grocery haul. Now, I just did a grocery haul recently, and I think one of the last videos is my really large fruit and veggie shop, but I've gone back to the grocery store again to grab these things. This is pretty much a little bit of everything kind of a shop. It's pretty eclectic actually. We've got a few items for the fridge, we've got some fruit, we've got some meat, lots of things for the pantry, and a few household items as well. So let's get stuck into telling you what I actually bought today. I ended up buying 6 3-litre bottles of milk, and this was a different Coles supermarket that I went to today, and they actually stocked our favourite dip. So I bought 2 more of the gherkin dip, 1 of the smoky bacon, and a French onion. Now, I bought some cereal, these Fruity Bites. The kids love to put those into a little bag and take them to school in their school lunch boxes and just eat them dry like that. They're really tasty. I bought 2 boxes of cornflakes, 1 box of Wheat Bix, 1 Mighty Grain, whoops, and 2 boxes of Cocoa Puffs. Now, the sliced meat was on sale, which is fantastic, so I bought a few, and I'll be keeping some of these in the fridge, and a couple of these I might actually put into the freezer for later on. But I bought 2 of the honey leg ham, 2 of the champagne ham, and we bought 4 of the salami. I bought 2 bottles of the thickened cream. I wanted to make some potato bakes, and I bought some more sour cream because I was thinking about making some beef stroganoff. Now let's check out all the yogurt back here. I bought a 12-pack of yogurts. They are vanilla, strawberry and mango. We got a 12-pack of the chocolate mousse, 12-pack of the chocolate desserts, and a 6-pack of yogurts over here. These are for Dad. Now, one of the kids for some reason loves this sandwich sliced cheese. We don't normally buy this, but they like it, so I'm going to grab some of that, and we could actually roll that up and put that into their little savoury boxes for their school lunches. Now, I bought 2 blocks of cheddar cheese, they're kilo blocks, except for this one that we've come home from groceries and thought we might make some cheese and tomato sandwiches, so we've opened that straight away to have some lunch quickly before we got into this grocery haul. That's why it's wrapped up in cling wrap. Now, we bought some wraps. There's 8 wraps to a pack. There we go, and I bought 3 of those. I've got 2 more bags of spaghetti, 2 penne pastas, and 2 of the bow ties. Now, the little bit of fruit that I got here, another bag of oranges. We used the ones up that we had the other day. A couple more bunches of bananas because those other ones ripened beautifully, and of course the kids just devoured those. So I bought 2 more bunches today. I've got 2 packets of the baby cucumbers, 2 of the little, I think these are grape tomatoes, I think they are, and 2 packets of strawberries, and another pack of mushrooms. The mushrooms will be for the beef stroganoff. The strawberries here, the ones that we had the other day from the fruit and veggie haul, we cut those up and I made a big pot of homemade custard, and that's what the kids had for afternoon tea one day. We had warm homemade custard with the strawberries cut up in it, and it was so yummy. So the kids have asked that I do that again, so we bought some more strawberries today to do that. Now lots of biscuits. They were all on special today. We've got 2 of the Delta Cream, 2 Kingston, 2 shortbread cream, Aussie favourite, Ice Vovos, 2 packets of those, 2 more of these little rice crackers. They're great with dip. And these caramel crowns. Again, not an item we buy very often, but I'm going to pop these into the freezer for a special treat on another day. Now I've got 2 loaves of white sliced bread here, and you'll see as I get to the other side of the kitchen here, I've got another 2 loaves of bread over there, but that's the bakery bread over there, and this is just your normal everyday sliced white. Now over this side of the kitchen, we've got 2 of these Hawaiian tear and shares. So my idea is to cut these into probably quarters and put those into a bag and freeze those for the kids' school lunch boxes. We've got some chicken meatballs over here. They will be great with the spaghetti or the pasta. And over here we've got some sizzle steak, because we're planning on making some steak sandwiches for dinner tonight. Come right down to this end of the kitchen now. This is the bakery bread, so this is what we will be making our steak sandwiches with tonight. We've got 2 loaves there. Beautiful soft fresh bread, and there's nothing nicer than putting some steak on there, a bit of tomato, some onion sauce, throw some pickles on there if you like that kind of thing. And then sometimes we'll put them into the sandwich press so that we toast up the bread on the outside. Really delicious dinner. But that's what this bread's for over here. Now I've got 3 boxes of the Jats crackers, 2 boxes of the little rice cakes. Again, these are all about convenience, these little snack foods. So yes, I do make a lot of foods from scratch, but I also like to keep a good supply of these in the cupboard, because sometimes you just simply run out of time. When I've got the time to cook from scratch, I do, but the convenience ones are perfectly fine to use. Never let anyone guilt you into thinking that that's not okay to give your kids. We've got some choc chip cookies as well, and some Scotch finger biscuits. And over here, while we're speaking about the packets for lunch boxes, the little convenience ones, I was going to buy the small box of these until I came across this, which has 39 packs in it. I love a good bulk buy of anything. So when I saw this, I grabbed it, and it was a really good price. So tucked away in here, we've got some more oil and some spray oil. 2 jars of Nutella. 1 of the crunchy peanut butter. I've been informed by my children they much prefer the crunchy peanut butter over the smooth. So I have smooth in the pantry, but this is the one that they wanted. So crunchy it is. I got some more Ziploc bags, and I bought 3 packets of the home brand custard powder so we can make up that lovely warm homemade custard and have that with the strawberries. Now I'm going to have to do some cooking soon, so the freezer is pretty empty at the moment. We've used up all of the freezer meals, so I'm going to have to head to the butcher's soon, do a meat order, and then get cooking. And just to make my life a little bit easier, I'm going to be making some honey mustard chicken, and I'm just going to be using the jarred sauce. And all of these recipe bases here, we've got some potato bake ones, some teriyaki chicken, there's some chicken, creamy chicken and mushroom. This is beef and red wine casserole, and the beef stroganoff. So when I get to the butcher's and grab the beef for this, we've got the mushrooms, we've got the sour cream, everything else we need. We just need to go and buy the meat. Now, a couple of packs of the rice cakes. Again, kids love these, just with some butter on them. And those of us that love Vegemite, butter and Vegemite on these is just really delicious. Now, I bought a couple of these containers of peppermints. Or are they spearmint? No, they're spearmint. They're spearmint. Now, we keep these in the bus and in our cars. Now, we've got a bottle of mayonnaise over here, a home brand sweet chili sauce. We've got a tomato sauce, a barbecue sauce. Oh, that's a bit blurry. There it goes. We've also got some French dressing, Italian dressing. It is so weird to think that spring is almost upon us. Like, we're rocketing our way through August, and September 1st is spring here in Australia. So pretty soon we will be having our lovely fresh salads again with most of our meals. So I'm going to start stocking up on items like this so that when the weather starts to get really hot, I don't have to bring home so much from the grocery store. Now, over here we've got some toilet paper. I actually grabbed 3 packs of toilet paper today, 18 rolls to a pack. I'm going to pop those away in the cupboard. Always great to have a good supply at home. Now, we've got some laundry powder over here, just the home brand 4-kilo bag. For right now, this is within my budget, and I'm just about out altogether, so I needed to get something. Now, I bought 2 boxes of tissues. So I found this 4-pack of moisture absorbers at a good price, so I bought that. These are great. You just pull that silver part off the top there and put the little lid back on. And you put them in areas of your house where there might be a lot of moisture. So a bottom of a wardrobe or a bathroom, laundries, those kind of areas where you might be prone to getting a little bit of mold or mildew growing around on your walls or in cupboards. Pop one of these in there and it will absorb all of that moisture and make life easier because you won't have to clean up all the yucky stuff like mold. Now, I did mention recently that we have to get to the dumps soon. We've recycled a lot of things, we've repurposed things, we have donated a lot. But unfortunately, sometimes you just have to throw broken things out. I don't like using plastic bags if I can help it, but I did buy 3 bags of these because we will use some of them. If you can find an old cardboard box to put rubbish in, that's always better. You can always tip the rubbish out at the dump and then recycle the cardboard box if your waste management facility has that kind of capability of the recycling parts, and ours does, which is fantastic. But every so often, yeah, you're going to have to use some plastic bags to gather your rubbish and take it to the dump. So that's why I bought these, and that's all I bought today. So what did I spend? Well, my budget today was $500. I wanted to get a Flybuys reward, and it was 10% off my shop up to a value of $50. So I wanted to spend the $500 so I could get the full $50 off my shop. Did I do that? I actually did. This cost me a total of $500.07. So right on budget, and I got my $50 off the shop, which was great, bringing it back down to $450.07. My next job is to get to the butcher's and buy some meat so I can do a whole stack of cooking. So I hope you're going to hang around and join me in my kitchen as I make some freezer meals. And I'd really like to share with you how I go about making my grocery lists, and I'd also like to explain how I go about making my freezer meal plan. What meals am I going to make? What have I got in stock? What are the kids going to eat? And of course, what it's going to cost me to make them all. So, oops for forgetting to take my camera to the store today. Sorry you didn't get to walk around the shops with me. But I do appreciate you being here to have a look at what I bought today. Now, if you've got any suggestions or ideas, pop those in the comments below. Perhaps you've got a great video idea that you would like to see us do. And if you're not already subscribed, can we invite you to hit the subscribe button? We would love to have you stay here with us and our big family. Thanks for watching today. We'll see you soon. God bless.